Can anyone confirm that whether you have understood the class one or not? So I'm asking who didn't attend the session yesterday.
Yes, sir.
You okay? That's fine. Thanks. Thanks for confirming. Great. Okay. So now, yeah, now we are moving into the class 2, which is nothing but ECS. Now, ECS is nothing but enterprise class structure. Okay. So this is the, as I iterated that, this is the most important, and these concepts will be, interview questionnaires, right? We will be reiterating in the during the weekend. Okay. So try to participate in that as well. You must participate. Okay. Great. Right. So in order to develop any application, right, ECS plays a vital role. Now, why ECS is more important? Okay, so in any application, right, we will be having a base. Now, if I talking like this, right, you don't understand. Okay, so that's why uh, we have articulated a simple structure so that you can relate with this Pega. Okay, so in order to develop or else in order to develop any building, right, first of all you need a foundation. Okay, you will be having a foundation, a great foundation. Okay, so on the great foundation, right, on top of it you will be having a what, a pillars kind of thing where it supports, and later on you'll be having a constructing a walls, and later on you'll be having a roofs. Now it becomes a what we can say a floor kind of thing. Okay, on top of it, if we construct a another room, right, now it comes under what, first floor. Okay, on top of it, if we construct another, right, it will say what, second, third, so like that. Okay, now can I assume that a base layer is nothing but a pillar kind of thing, or else a base layer which is the standard one. Okay, so if it is a not a standard one, obviously the building will collapse, right? Okay, so that's why we need to build, okay, a base foundation in a such a way that it has to be robust. Okay, it has to sustain at all type of disturbances, all type of environments. Okay, so in the same way, now I'm relating with the IT industry and Pega as well. Okay, and coming to this one, ECS is nothing but what, enterprise class structure, where we need to, we no need to create any sort of base. Pega does this. Okay, now Pega has its own called, we call as a base layer. Okay, now I will use some terms you need to recall your yourself. Okay, in the coming slides I will say. Okay, so in any organization we will be having a base foundation. Okay, likewise in the Pega as well we will be having a base. Okay, now why we need all these things, base and other layers as well. Okay, now I will come to an example. Okay, now you will be seeing a you will relate to the Amazon website, right? Amazon application. For suppose now you are an Indian. Now, okay, now we are an Indian, and we are using the application in the India. Okay, and you will be seeing a different a user face interface. I can say user interface. We can say, okay, and one of your friends is stay at US, United States or UK, whatever, outside India. Okay, now ask them to share the screenshot of the Amazon app. You will be having a different UI, right? Okay, now we are staying in India and we are seeing a different UI. Okay, and in the UK they are staying, right, so they will be seeing a different UI. Okay, now if I need to develop an app which is to operate in all of the countries. For suppose we have a 200 countries, let it we have a 200 countries. Do I need to develop 200 apps? This is a bullshit, right? Okay, so we need to have a base application. We need to have a base layer so that it can reuse and we can customize. Customize is nothing but edit. Okay, we can edit the requirements as per our requirement, as per our need. Okay, so Amazon also does it the same. First, it creates a application. If they want to launch it in India, then they don't need to create a different application for India. Likewise, Sri Lanka. Likewise, we have a UK for Sweden, for German. They will have a base layer so that they can reuse that. Okay. So this is the, now you have a small idea on the ECS. Okay, let's maintain the same. Now I'm going into the next slide where you will have the synopsis. Now see here. Now in the synopsis in this in the session you will be going to learn about ECS and Pega and basic structures of ECS and what are the layers. Right now we will be saying, right, like base layer, as I did the some application layer. Okay. In the coming slides you will be knowing about all these things and understanding with the real-time approach as well. And we'll be having a test your knowledge as well. How far you are with me. Okay, and next you will be having a generic Q&A session. Okay, so this is the synopsis. Great. Now we are moving into the next. Now as I iterated, right, so this is a high level. If you don't understand here as well, no need to worry. So we have prepared a different slides as well in order to relate with you. Okay, now see here. So this is nothing but we can see enterprise, which we can see a middle layer division. We have a application specific. Okay, so these are the layers. Okay, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and ground floor, first floor, second floor. So this is the we can say we can relate with our this building. Okay, so base layer would be stand. So base layer what, which we can define some procedures so that it can reuse. Okay, with they no need to create any sort of for suppose, see here on the ground floor itself, if we want a water, right? So we have evacuated and we will be having that bore, right? Okay, and we will be having that motor as well, right? So in the same, if you want to get the water into the first floor, do I need to dig out it the same? For the second floor, do I need to dig out the same? No, right? We will reuse this. We will reuse this motor onto the top of the layers. So same thing. So whatever the policies, whatever the functionalities, and whatever the rules which we need to reuse, which we can reuse for the other, right? Now they need to create in the base. Likewise, and the likewise, and the same likewise. This is the application which we can utilize. Same here. Okay. Now I will relate to the our family background where our great grand fathers, right? Great grand. Okay. So what they will do? They will I can say they will purchase a lots of lands, lots of income, right? In order to what? In order to sustain their what? In order to sustain their family, forthcome family. So likewise, same. Okay, same here. So we need to create a base application or else reusable functional layer in a such a way that it can be reusable for the next layers as well. Okay, so this is a simple architecture. No need to worry if you didn't understand this one. Okay, great. I am moving it on the next screen. So where we can see here, as I said, right, base class. Okay, so this is a Pega platform, which we can say it as a base layer. Pega platform. Okay, so no need to worry about this work dash cover dash and what is the framework and what is the implementation and pattern inheritance, data inheritance. No need to worry about this. Okay, just I have shown this image in order to make you understand the structure. Okay, in coming classes you will be better know that what is direct inheritance, what is pattern inheritance. Okay, we will have a very well articulated design. Okay, you will come to know very easily. Okay, and later on that day we will definitely once again we'll discuss on that. Okay, so right now I'm showing this screen because in order to relate this Pega application. Okay, so this is a Pega platform which we call as a base layer. Okay, on top of we'll be having a framework layer. Okay, framework layer. So all these things, whatever the reuse functionalities which we can here very will do that. Okay, so with the help of these, right, which we can use in the implementation application. Okay, so I will annotate in the later slides. Okay, now at that point of time you will understand. Okay, now just try to remember these terminologies, like base class is nothing but Pega platform, right? Framework and implementation. Okay, so this is the ECS. Okay, and I'm going to the next slide where you can come to know what are the different type of layers. Okay, Pega platform, organization layer, division layer, and be having a unit layer, and we'll be having a implementation layers as well. Okay, so we'll be go with the slide by slide, where in the coming slide here we will be having an idea of Pega platform select implementation layer. Okay, where we'll be discussing in detail. Okay, so this is the basic structure. This is the Pega platform base layer. Okay, so as I said, that is a foundation. Okay, so Pega platform nothing but what we can have a base class. Okay, and on the top we'll be having a implementation. This is the final. Okay, great. Can anyone confirm that